Welcome to another Out of the Woods adventure. We are at the very end of our California road trip. We just left Fresno and Yosemite, Sequoia, that whole west side of the Sierras. So we are coming into San Francisco right now on our way up to the Redwoods. And Angel, as you can notice, is hogging all the donuts. She just like death grip on those things.
Sure.
But yeah, it's been a really good trip. If you missed our other couple of videos, I'll put a link up top or wherever it lands on the screen.
We've been to some amazing places on this trip, so if you haven't seen those videos, definitely go back and check those out. Now, more on these donuts. There's a donut shop in Fresno called Judy's Donuts, and having grown up in Fresno, this place holds a special place in my heart and maybe my stomach. But besides my sentimental reasons for loving Judy's Donuts, I also have to say their donuts are fantastic, so I will not let my wife skimp me on part of that donut. I want more. They're so good. All this to say, if you find yourself in Fresno, find a Judy's Donuts. They're all over the place. You will not be disappointed. But back to the trip at hand as we head up into the Redwoods. We had avoided going into the Redwoods at the beginning of this trip, hoping to skip out on the rain and windstorm that were hitting the area. Unfortunately, even now it's still pretty wet, but that's okay. The place is still beautiful and we're here for it. As we came into the Redwoods, we came across one of my favorite little stores right as you enter the park that not only is a cool store, but has a really cool tree worth checking out.
So we're making our way into the Redwoods, and we had to make the stop at the grandfather tree because this tree is insane. It's not the tallest redwood, but it's definitely a very unique redwood.
I like to think of the grandfather tree as the unofficial welcome into the Redwoods. It's wild to think that this tree sprouted back during the heart of the Roman Empire. That is one old tree. And though it's not the tallest redwood in the area, at a diameter of 24 feet, it is one of the top 5 widest redwoods in the world. After taking in the tree, it was time to check out the shop, where I know Angel is going to ask for another bear. We've stopped here so many times over the years, and we've always wanted to get one of those bears, but the main problem always exists, that we just don't have room in the Jeep to bring it home. But one of these years, we do have to get one of those bears.
I am a sucker for everything Bigfoot, so I couldn't resist. But I will actually use this. I don't like buying knickknacks that don't get used. This is gonna be my new daily coffee mug, because that's like everything about me. Camping, hoping I see a Bigfoot that's hopefully hairy. But now on to see more awesome trees.
As I'm making this video, it's been about 2 months since this trip, and I have to say, I still use that mug almost every single day, and I get more compliments on it than any other mug. I love it. But back to the Redwoods. Driving into the Redwoods, the feeling it gives me is something I will never get over. Driving underneath these giants towering over you 200-300 feet is just such a wild feeling, and it's one of the main reasons why I love coming back to this place time and time again. If you've never been to the Redwoods, I cannot recommend make a trip out here happen soon. This place will just blow your mind. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that at the beginning of our California road trip, we had planned on coming into the Redwoods. Unfortunately, a big storm had pushed through at that same time, bringing in lots of rain and lots of wind. And we've now seen all kinds of damage from just limbs being thrown all over the place, and it makes me so much more thankful and happy about our decision to not camp in that kind of a storm. And speaking of camp, we are just about to our camp. This is one of our favorite spots to go to when we're visiting the park.
All right, we found our camp spot. Cool thing about this campground, we've stayed here before. It's only $35, which isn't too bad. It's beautiful. You're in the Redwoods. We ended up getting a pretty good spot this time. We're in the very back of the whole campground. There's no one else back here. It's really quiet. We have heated bathrooms right over there, which the girls love, and I'm not complaining about either. Now, because the rain is going to be off and on tonight, we need to set up the Jeep. I'm going to have the trailer back where it's at. Basically, I'm going to detach it, and then my awning for the Jeep is on the driver's side. So I'm going to detach and then move my Jeep over like this so I can open up the awning over what will be kind of our living area, with my tent opening up this way. So we're gonna get all that situated right now and then probably make dinner because I'm actually kind of hungry.
Okay. Stop. Oh. No.
I get asked a lot what my favorite rooftop tent is, and honestly, this tent from Majestic is by far one of the best tents I've ever owned. Besides how quickly it pops up, as you saw right there, it's also super roomy and also tears down super fast. By far my favorite tent. One thing I love about this awning is that it has built-in LEDs. But to add just a little bit more light and some more ambiance, I'm roping up these fairy lights that my daughter got me that they roll up in a spool and it has a built-in battery, so you just push the button, it turns on. It's pretty cool.
Woo!
You might be wondering where the kids are during this whole thing. Well, you can see the light on in the trailer. They opted to go hang out in there and stay dry, warm, until I got the fire going, which I redeemed myself from our previous failed attempt near Yosemite, and I got a fire tonight, which you'll see. I'm pretty excited about it here in a minute.
Ah, I've made fire! I have made fire! Tonight for dinner, we're having steak. Asher's having leftover tacos, and I think I'm making a grilled cheese for Kira. Even though I haven't got to sleep in the trailer at all on this trip, which is totally fine, I'm pretty happy in my tent, it has been really nice having this whole space in the back of the trailer to cook at. I will say though that the girls have loved having this trailer from Oregon Trailer. It's been just a lot of fun being able to have this kind of an option for sleeping on this big trip. The cool thing too about Oregon Trailer is that even if you're not in the market or ready to buy a trailer like this, they rent these. And so if you would like to try out a trailer like this, check out Oregon Trailer and you can rent this for yourself for your next trip. It is ready for kiwa. Here it is. What do you think?
Thank you, ma'am.
Ooh, that looks good. How was it?
Oh god. All right, buddy. What'd you just do? Can you do it?
Gotta play the part. I have a new ad.
Okay.
Grilled cheese. Keep it fresh.
So it started really raining, as you can probably hear. It's coming down pretty good. So we all retired to our tents, and I had downloaded a movie before we got here earlier today. So we're gonna watch a movie, fall asleep. The girls are in the trailer, I think, doing the same.
But yeah, we were enjoying the fire until it really started coming down and we left that alone. So we will see you in the morning. We have some fun things planned in the morning. You excited, bud?
Peace.
You're so loco, dude. Good morning. It rained pretty much all night, which actually is fantastic. It's going to sleep to that sound is amazing. Packing up a wet camp, not as much fun, but it is what it is. It's not raining now, which is nice. It actually looks like it's going to be maybe a decent day. So we've got the kids in the Jeep so they can stay warm and just get cozy. And Angel and I are now working on getting all camp all packed up so we can head to Eureka to a really cool redwood tree climbing-ish experience.
I would like to make note here on, as you watch me drop the trailer down, you'll see my Jeep drops almost none at all. Over the years I've found whenever I have either a trailer behind me or the whole Overland setup in the back of the Jeep, it would sag a lot, which then blinds people at night as I'm driving. So I installed these airbags in the coils that I can air up to keep it from sagging when I have heavy loads in. I'll share a link to the video I made about this and the other parts on my Jeep. I'm so happy that the rain, for the most part, seems to have stopped, and I think we're going to have at least slightly better weather today, which is great with the destination that we're going to next. We decided not to cook breakfast today at camp, and instead we'll get breakfast up in Eureka at a bakery or something similar. Besides a 9-hour drive or so home today, we also have this upcoming stop in Eureka at this really cool suspension bridge that takes you up into the Redwoods.
It's like a suspension bridge.
I'm not even.
I didn't realize though until we got here is that this is actually part zoo as well, which is pretty cool.
That is definitely not fake.
Oh wow. Well, if you could just fly over.
So we're here at the very beginning of the skywalk, and it's beautiful in here.
Ow, my
Just
leg.
all the redwoods. That's one of the rules. I see a really stinky animal right in front of me right now.
Oh, I did too.
Right? Come on, buddy. Don't run. Don't run. Don't run. Don't run.
He's speed walking.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Walk, buddy. I'm not running.
Another one.
Dad,
Whoa,
you're
dude.
shaking the whole thing.
It's super bouncy, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to start running. I'm going to jiggle it.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Don't break it
Is
down.
it jiggling like your big yacht?
Dad, stop.
Well, hi there. Well, hi there. Well, hi there. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Don't hit me in the face like
You
5
did.
times.
Hi.
You did.
Stop it! I'm gonna break
Oh,
the camera.
hi there.
We need to get a picture.
Hi there, ma'am.
I broke the camera.
That was very nice. Hi there, ma'am.
Stop it.
Ma'am, where you going, ma'am?
I hate that thing.
Where you going, ma'am?
To the toilet.
Can't video me there.
Get the poop, ma'am.
Hey, this is cool right here. Look, you can see everything.
Dad, we need to get
So we just did the whole loop skywalk, which was super cool. I don't know if it was worth the $35 admission per person, but at the same time, where else are you gonna do something like this? So it's a novelty, which means they can charge what they want. And I mean, it was still pretty cool. It's right there.
I hate Jared.
Just come look. You're totally safe.
I want to pet tarantula.
Right there.
Stop.
Hey, it's like Home Alone, buddy.
Yeah, they have.
Where they take it and they put it on the face.
So yes, $35 a person was a lot for the suspension bridge whole experience. But ultimately, I'm glad we did it. It was a unique experience, and for a one-time thing on a trip like this, that's what this is all about. It's all about creating memories and experiencing new things together as a family. Not long after leaving out of Eureka, we came across this field just full of elk. So cool seeing things like this. And now we are almost to our final destination for the California road trip, Jedediah Smith State Park. This is honestly one of my favorite places to visit in the Redwoods. They have this gravel road that goes all the way through the park, and you get to drive among some of the largest trees in the Redwoods. It's just amazing. On top of that, there's a whole bunch of hiking trails you can do as well. So we just parked at the Boy Scout tree trail, and I think this is one of the more popular trails here in the park. And it's one of those trails that you can go the whole way, which is like 2.8 miles, or you can just hike some of it. And yeah, it's beautiful in here. There are a number of trails right off of this road, and most of them are actually pretty easy, kind of like this, just kind of wandering mostly flat paths through the Redwoods, and I can't recommend stopping at one of these, if not this one being one of my favorites. It's a great opportunity to stretch your legs, get out of the vehicle, and just take all of this beauty and just the enormity of these trees in a whole different way. And here we see more signs of that storm that came through. Some pretty big logs or limbs that fell.
That's a biggie.
It is a biggie, dude. Go stand on that tree. I want to see how big it is compared to you. Dude,
That's one big
you're like an
yacht.
ant compared to that tree. Bruh, did you see this gyat over here? This tree has one massive gyat. That might be the biggest gyat I've ever seen. Do you want to come sit on its gyat?
Okay.
You can't pass up sitting on a redwood tree's gyat. When does anyone get to ever do that? Climb up. Get up that gyat.
Don't flip onto it.
Don't get any gyat juice on you.
Yeah, for real.
Climb up.
There you go.
Whoa, bruh.
Right, don't move much.
You were on a redwood tree's gyat. Crazy.
He's dancing.
Yeah, say, I'm on top of the world.
I'm on top of this yacht.
You crazy. Nice twerking, dude.
But it looks pretty cool.
I'm gonna climb it.
You're gonna no.
Wait, guys, can I go on that log?
want to give a quick shout out to clear lids, because without this clear lid, this experience would not be the same. Sure, we can like look out our window like that and look out the windshield, but being able to just look up and see it just towering over us makes experiences like this, both in Sequoia on our last video and Yosemite driving through the big old 4,000 foot granite cliffs on both sides of us. All these kinds of experiences with the clear lids it's a game changer. So if you have a Jeep, they make them for JKs and for JLs like this one. We have them on both of ours, her JK and my JL, and I can't recommend it enough.
If you'd like to learn more, I will leave a link in the description for these clear tops.
Well, I want to thank you so much for joining us on this adventure in the Redwoods. If you missed the previous videos from our California road trip, I'll put a link there for you to click to watch those, as well as any of our other adventures. But I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspires you to get out yourself. Definitely, if you like our video, please like and subscribe. And we have some pretty fun adventures coming up here in the next month or so that you're not going to want to miss. So definitely subscribe if you want to see those.
And also, get a clear lid for the back.
Thank you, buddy.
It's
Have a good one.
requesting.